Hola, mi gente. Greetings. ¿Cómo estamos? How are we? It's me, your girl, Che Alexander. La Negra tiene sazón. The Urban Oracle of Sprinkle with Sazon Apothecary and Botanica. How are you? I hope that you're well. So y'all know me. I'm not so pressed about the timeline. I understand and I respect time as a concept, but I don't really be tripping. I do know that astrological events are time sensitive, but I also know that energy lingers, that as humans, we feel the remnants and the effects of these energies differently. And also, I really kind of pride myself on showing up for the late girlies, right? So the girls who wake up like, oh shit, I forgot it was a moon. I didn't do my ritual. The girls who sleep through the eclipses. I'm here for you, okay? And so I don't really apologize for being late or delayed because we are still sitting in this energy of this Libra new moon solar eclipse, right? So with that said, I do hope that the moon was gentle with you. I saw the Hood Witch say it had melatonin in it. So I know a lot of people did sleep through the moon last night, slept a lot throughout the day. And there also may have been some tears for other people like myself. But other folks may have felt more energized or motivated. Obviously, this all depends on your placements, right? Your proximity to Libra. Where does it sit in your chart? What is your relationship with the moon? What is your relationship with the Aries axis? And how is that going to affect you? So this moon was especially important for the cardinal signs and those with heavy cardinal placements. Aries, Libra, obviously, Cancer, and Capricorn. So if you have any of those signs in your chart, you may have been feeling this moon and these shifts. And really the two eclipses, so this one and also the one that happened in April, you might be feeling it extra sensitively. Once again, depending on where it shows up in your chart, the house, the planet, the degrees, and how that's going to affect you in your timeline. Now, what's important to note and remember about this eclipse and what this energy is bringing forward to us. I'm a little bit under the weather, so excuse my sniffling. Libra is about relationships and karma, right? And karma inside of relationships. And when we say relationships, we mean all. You and your brother, you and your father, you and your third cousin twice removed, you and your boss, you and your best friend, you and your food, you and your relationship with the earth, you and your lover, all the relationships, right? Excuse me. And also the other theme is karma, right? So what needs to even out here? What needs to be balanced out in this relationship? Is it our communication and how we relate and speak to one another? Is it our sexual chemistry, if this is romantic love that we're speaking about? Is it our professional ideals and our approach to managing those ideals in this professional setting, right? What is the dynamic and what is imbalanced here? The scales represent Libra. So what is falling out of balance here? Am I doing more of the work? Too much of the talking? Are you doing a lot of the gaslighting? Do I need to start gaslighting more? Is that what's going to even this out? Now, my favorite thing about karma and justice is that it never looks like what you expect it to look like or what you think it's going to look like, right? When we take a step back and we let the cosmos do its thing, we let spirit really take over and we allow these energies to enter into our lives and move fluidly without us stopping the current, without us allowing our ego to disrupt what spirit is trying to take away from us, right? If a relationship is ending at this time, the worst thing that you can do is hold on tighter to it and say, no, but that's my man. I put 15 years into this. I taught him how to cook. I taught him how to communicate. I'm so miserable here, but there's no way I'm letting that man go. Baby, is that your ego talking? Or is that your higher self talking? Because your higher self wants what's best for you. Your higher self wants peace. But your ego is so steeped in this 3D material world which you have invested that you are compromising the integrity of your future because Again, your ego is trying to hold on to the past. Karma is showing up if at this time, these are themes. You're thinking about this one particular person, this one particular relationship, this one, right? Spirit is saying, this is what I need you to focus on and what I need you to let me do my thing on. So the best thing that we could do at this time is nothing, right? The best thing that we could do at this time is not stress, is not try to force our way into a space or into a conversation. It's not even the time really to do spell work unless you're about that life. This is the time for finality and justice. And again, understanding and respecting that justice means that people will always get what they deserve. And that doesn't necessarily always correlate to what you think that's supposed to look like, right? If somebody did you wrong and broke your heart, you might feel like, well, damn, justice is them being single and having their heart broken. But no, maybe spirit knows that justice for them is being locked into a relationship where they cannot grow and they cannot leave. Right? Having a woman tuck a hole in his head for the rest of his life when all you tried to do was elevate him to be a better version of himself. You think that him being alone is going to be justice. That is what karma looks like because he left you alone temporarily. No, baby. No. His justice might look different and you got to get out the way. Right? Excuse me. So I want you to understand that people also during this time are going to choose what they think is right for them, what they think their justice looks like. So when we're talking about relationships, everybody is undergoing this transformation, not just you. Your lover is also feeling the effects of the moon, right? Now, maybe you're more tapped into it, more aware of your own feelings. They're not. But regardless of their connection with spirit, connection with the cosmos, connection with the cardinal energy in their chart, they're still feeling it. And so we have to take our foot off the gas and allow people to just let the car just roll, right? Allow people to choose what they think is best for them, which may not always be you. And that's okay because that's protection, right? We know that rejection is protection. So there may be a lot of relationships in your life dissolving by the end of October, right? As we're siphoning through all this energy, we have another full moon coming on the 17th. We may really, by October 31st, when the season of the dead is among us, right? We may say, okay, so when I'm honoring my Egun and my ancestors for All Saints Day, I'm going to have to put this relationship there too and give it light and send it on its way. But at this time, for the rest of this week, at the very least, and as we roll into that next full moon energy, Spirit really is asking us to allow what was to be, sit in the truth of what is, think honestly and truthfully about what we want the future to look like, and then be clear with ourselves about how we can get out of our own way to make that future become the present, right? But the past is no longer your task. It's not your business. Karma and justice are swinging their axes and their swords, and they are weighing the intentions versus the impact of people's actions, and they're going to balance the scales. We don't have to do anything. Excuse me. So I have my notes here. So paying attention to, again, all the cardinal energy in your chart. Again, that's Aries, Libra, Cancer, Capricorn. Your focus obviously on your big three, Sun, Moon, Rising. I always tell people to also look at their Venus placement, look at your midheaven placement, which is usually the 10th house, and your North and South nodes. So I'm a natal North node. Y'all know I've been feeling it, child. That's why I haven't been on here the way that I used to be, because your girl is undergoing transformation and I fucking hate it here, okay? When are the lessons done? Anyway, not about me. So, things that you can expect for the rest of this week, I would say, as we kind of coast on the tail end of this eclipse energy. Feelings will be hurt. They will. I'm sorry, baby. Yours, mine, somebody else's. Feelings will be hurt. So let's expect that, okay? And what I want you to do when your feelings are hurt, I want you to cry. I want you to feel that very truthfully, honestly, viscerally in the body, right? Allow those tears to purge you, to make you feel lighter on your feet. And then once those tears have left your body, I want you to build a bridge and get over it. And I say that in the most loving way, right? Not in an insensitive, unempathetic way, but just because I know that eclipse energy is so heavy that it may encourage some of us to brood. And then I also know that Libra energy is very vindictive. No shade, Libs. I love you bad. But y'all can be a little bit, y'all know how y'all do. Very sweet on the outside, but they can go from sweet to sour very quickly. And so understanding that about Libra energy, we want to be very careful about how we approach these feelings. So cry it out, but then build a bridge, and please quickly get the fuck over it, okay? Because again, this is rejection. This is protection and not rejection. This is really spirit intervening in a divine way and saying, baby, I know that you think that you love that man, but he's not for you. I know that you think that you can build a life with this woman, but she's not headed where you're headed. I know that you really want to be a part of that organization, but their values are not aligned. And there's so many things that we can't ever see that God is shielding us from, that we really, really, really have to amplify our faith and our trust and just believe that if we don't have it right now, it doesn't mean not ever, but it means that right now, baby, this is not a fit that you can afford to try and wiggle into your space, right? So I would also say to expect apologies. If you have to dish some out, then get your shit together, draft it, and go and tell that person. But you also, if you feel like you have been wronged and you have a strong sense of justice, you can expect apologies by the end of this week. Because again, this Libra energy is affecting everyone and people are feeling it. People are saying, yeah, I shouldn't have did shorty like that. Let me go back and make it right. Yeah, we kind of shorted you on your check last quarter. Here's what you're retroactively owed, right? Expect apologies coming to you. 'Tis the season. Suggestions for this moon and for this energy, I'm going to say rest if you haven't been resting already, right? Get some shut-eye, stretch, move the energy that is inside of your body. Don't allow yourself to sit too long and be stagnant, because that energy then has nowhere else to go and it just builds on itself, and we don't need that, right? Drink water, drink water and cry, like I just said. Celebrate a Libra. Celebrate a Libra, go to the birthday party, go to the function, text them and say, girl, I just love you. Sib, you're the best. I love how you hold space for me. Just reach out to a Libra and celebrate them, because they love that. And they also will reciprocate it. Libras are very loving in that way. I also recommend, if in the same moment you're celebrating a Libra, get dressed and put that shit on. Okay, put your shit on and step. Because one thing about Libra, baby, they can dress. They can dress. That Venusian influence over them make them one of the best dressed in the zodiac. So if you are feeling heavy during this eclipse season, buy something new or put your best shit on and go outside and show other people. Flaunt it, okay? Buy a new bag to hold your fresh emotional baggage, because we're starting new contracts, right? And if you're having a really, really hard time and none of these tips and tricks works and you're just feeling heavy in the energy, or you just don't know what to do next, or you need clarity, what is that relationship? I'm feeling like something is about to end, something is shifting, but I don't know who it is in my life. I don't know what it is. I would recommend the following. One, go to my YouTube page and watch your personal zodiac reading. So maybe you're not a Libra, you're a Taurus. Taurus video is up there. By the end of today, you will see all of them. All of the zodiac signs will be there. You can also sign up for the Bélier Belcan reversal and removal service. I still am taking petitions for that. And so if you feel like the energy is just too heavy, it's too thick, this is a perfect service for you to sign up for. And then you also could always book a one-on-one reading with me or one-on-one spiritual development conversation, and we can see if we need to do some deeper spiritual work to get you on the other side of that bridge that you're building, right? And then spell work if you're about that life, or altar services if you feel like there is someone you need to remove or uncross, or someone you need to sweeten and bring closer, because again, the theme is relationships here. I hope this was helpful for someone. I love you all so much, and I didn't even notice this. I didn't shuffle, I didn't do anything. My cards are just sitting here, and Justice was on the top of the deck, Libra's card. Look at that, beautiful. So if this was helpful to you, please put the scales in the comment section. I hope to see you over on YouTube, on my next live, or at your personal reading when you book with me. I love you. I love you. Happy birthday, Libra. Happy new moon in Libra. Have an amazing day. Peace.